What do people often underestimate? The power of shallow but rapidly moving water. The power of water period. You have a tiny leak? Nope, you have a fucked up foundation. Water breaks down almost everything sooner or later. How much sleep they need. Was just up partying until 6, and got up for work at 8. I'm feeling great at the moment. But give me an hour, and I'm gonna swear off partying for good. The power a kind word can have on another person. How long it takes to get somewhere on time. If I have an appointment or whatever, I show up 25 to 30 minutes early because I hate being late. The rest of my family walks out the door as the appointment is starting. I am a master at being exactly on time. I hate being early or late. Edit, highest upvoted reply I have ever gotten. Thanks. You're great wizard, Gandalf loves all of you. The price of appliances on The Price is Right. True, okay, and how much for this top of the line fridge? Contestant 1, $100. Me, what? Have you ever seen a fridge? Contestant 1. Contestant 2, what was the first price? True. Okay, $101 then. Me, there is special place in hell. Contestant 2. How much they eat? Edit, well, since this has blown up, and the issue was discussed below, if anyone is looking for a calorie counter that is compatible with home cooking, I would recommend MyFitnessPal. They have a recipe feature that lets you enter ingredients/serving sizes and even convert recipes from websites. So yay. Anyways, kudos. Using a calorie tracking app makes this painfully clear. You will quickly learn that if you have the breakfast special at the diner, you are not having those enchiladas for dinner and staying under your calorie goal. That they'll get sucked into lifestyle inflation as they make more money. It's so sneaky. Oh, I can afford to treat myself to Starbucks today. It's a special occasion and money isn't as tight anymore. Slowly becomes eating out 4 times a week, buying the brand name laundry detergent, splurging on nice cheese to have before dinner, treating yourself to the nicer bourbon, impulse buying that framed photo of a tree because the office walls are bare, etc. You can afford a nicer apartment, so you want to fill it with nicer things. It's not wrong, but it's so easy to not notice it happening. Those are such hilariously tame examples. The cost of living after moving out of your parents' place. The ocean. I live by it and someone is killed every week by it somehow. Is it because you murder them in the ocean? It's okay, you can tell me. Children. Just because they're young doesn't mean they don't understand. They watch and they learn way more than adults are usually willing to admit. If you're a person who a kid looks up to, your influence on their actions and behavior as a whole is huge. Give them credit and challenge them to learn more. I believe most people would be surprised at what those little people are capable of. The will of someone that has nothing to lose. The most dangerous man is the desperate man. How hard other people work. Everything looks easy when someone else is doing the work. How hot pizza sauce is right out of the oven. Hence I always burn my tongue on that lava hidden under the cheese. Pizza sauce right out of the oven is nothing compared to the nuclear hell that is the interior of a Hot Pocket fresh out of the microwave. The dangers of driving a car. Like, your text can certainly wait while you maneuver this 1-ton piece of death metal at high speeds. Confirmation bias. Not the same as stupidity. Brilliant people can be just as prone to seek support for their pre-existing beliefs as stupid people. And brilliant people may be better at it, and just as blind to it. The power of compound interest. Software engineering project timeframes. The power of good manners. It can actually make someone's day. The time it takes to start seeing results once you start going to the gym. The weight of fucking pasta. Workers in a supermarket will know that cans of vegetables or soft drinks cases are heavy. But they underestimate the weight of some fucking fusilli. Shit will fuck you up. The danger of being in an abusive relationship. Partners tend to think they can just walk on eggshells and things will be fine. They will never be fine. There will always be another verbal lashing, another assault, another night of not feeling safe sleeping next to a person you love. This is all because it's not your fault. There is nothing you can do to prevent an abusive incident from happening, no matter how perfect, submissive and compliant you are. Your partner will still need power and control, and in these moments, things you never expect will happen. How easy it is to be manipulated. Everyone think they'll see it coming until you're isolated from all of your friends, and think that's okay. Denial. The mental loopholes people will jump through to justify abusive relationships, cheating, addiction, etc. are all insane. I think you mean rationalization. Denial is refusing to acknowledge the problem. The power of the dark side. The power of stupid people in large groups. A punch. Seriously, people every day who think they can take a punch just because of reasons. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Mike Tyson. Themselves. Other people who don't speak their language well. This is so true. We almost instantly equate someone's vocabulary and pronunciation with intelligence. It's something I still have to consciously think about when I'm talking to someone whose second language is English. This person is brilliant, he or she just doesn't know my language well. I would look even stupider if I had to speak his/her language. The glorious power of the turning signal. The power a smartphone has. The world is at your fingertips, people. Kids these days just stare at their phones. Yeah, you would have as well if you had unlimited information and entertainment in your pocket as a kid. Their dick size, you're probably average. That's what you think. Mine's tiny. There is a saying in my native language, even a short clown can put on a great circus show. How people with dementia are really strong. Been a CNA for 5 years, seen and heard many horror stories. One of my co-workers was giving a guy a bath one time. He was usually slightly combative but nothing too bad. He also was ex-military. He grabbed her throat and almost choked her to death. The power of advertising. Everyone thinks that advertising doesn't work on them. That's the point. You don't consciously think that the big titties on the beer commercial made you go and buy that beer. But years and years of your mind associating Bud Light with the NFL, you suddenly find yourself wanting beer for each football game. There's a lot of psychological science behind advertising, and there are tons of experiments aimed at figuring out ways to derive a desired behavior from large groups of people. There's a reason billions of dollars are spent on those TV ads you ignore all the time. Shit, advertising for big tobacco was so effective that in the late 90s the government had to step in and force them to dial back their advertising strategies. Depression. It's saddening to see people say that she looks happy. Of course she does, but she isn't happy at all. Always hurts her again when she heard it. Edit, she, because I think of someone specific. Quiet people. Not all, but some more talkative and seemingly confident people tend to underestimate quieter people overall. Water. Even if it only looks like a few inches, that's more than enough to drag you off the road. Wild animals. No, that fox isn't a cute kitty, it's a wild animal, and backing it into a corner trying to pet it will only make it attack you. How much IKEA can fit in your vehicle? That even a very intelligent or influential person can continue to argue for and support an opinion that has been demonstrably disproved, just because it means more not to lose face than to admit that they reconsidered their opinion and changed their mind. This is especially true of politicians, and people truly underestimate the difference that this makes to everyone's lives, as people refuse to back down in fear of ridicule and push forward agendas which even they might question. Their ability to merge into traffic. Merging into traffic is easy. Avoiding merging your car with other cars is a different matter. The calories in the food they eat. Institutionalized prejudice. It's easy to talk about flippantly because it's so hard to believe, but the extent of racism, sexism in society and cultural values is insane. George W. Bush was misunderestimated. The long-term consequences of short-term choices, like erring on the side of social life, drugs and sex when you're young and healthy. The number of countries in Africa. The power of hard work and consistency. I have never been the smartest kid in the school, but I sure have given 110% at everything I did, and also I enjoyed what I did. This helped me not only learn but also made the work not seem like a chore. The danger of texting and driving. Seriously, put your phone away when you drive. The depth of children's emotions. I mean, I get that they aren't adults, but as someone that worked with kids, everything that they see and has been done to them, good or bad, profoundly affects them. People are quick to dismiss a crying or upset child as a baby that doesn't get it, but kids usually emotionally understand things just as well as adults, even if they can't describe it as well. I've got a month to complete this project. I'll max it out. I've got a week to complete this project. Still enough time, I'll max it out. 3 days left, I'd better start. 2 days left, I'd better start today. It's due tomorrow, starting. I've got 3 hours left, I can still do it. 30 minutes left, type faster. 2 minutes left, upload faster. Faster. The physical strength of older men. Liked what you saw? Hit like, subscribe and the bell icon for more crazy Reddit content.